Hey everyone, how's it going? In this video I'm going to be talking to you more about my Darwin FTW pedals and specifically the differences between direct drive and strap drive options. Now, quick disclaimer, I am not one of those death metal guys that can play at, 250 BPM plus. I'm not going to be able to show you heel toe and insane swivel technique with triggers and all that stuff. That's not what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to talk about the differences between these drive systems, which will apply whether or not you're a jazzer, a pop drummer, a rock drummer, or one of those death metal guys. And I'll try to show you it in a variety of different musical situations throughout this video as well. So everything from, real easy listening, soft music, up to some more extreme metal. And show you that both of these drive systems are perfectly appropriate for all of that. Now, there are different reasons why you might want strap drive or direct drive versions of these pedals, or both, like I have. For me, I know that I get bored quickly, and while I'm using the strap drive and loving it, I might suddenly start playing something else in a completely different style and think, actually, maybe the direct drive would be more suited for this. If nothing else, I like to experiment with it and just see how that affects the way that I play. So I want to show you how to switch between the two different versions, and then also talk about the strengths of both and whether one is better than another. Now, one thing to really keep in mind throughout this is that there's a big misconception with pedals, especially when we're looking at double pedals and direct drives and playing extreme styles of music. Some people think that if I buy a better pedal, I'm gonna be quicker. That's not the case. Better playing comes from better technique, and better music comes from better ideas. With that said, having the best pedal out there will enable you to play everything within your full potential. The first thing to get out of the way is this notion that direct drive pedals are faster. They're not. They are quick, but so's everything else. I think the idea that direct drives are quicker comes from back before everybody started making direct drive pedals. Nowadays, all the big companies have one out there for you. Back a few years, most pedal companies, their top professional pedal was a chain drive pedal, and then you'd have to go to a Super League pedal like an Axis or a Trick in order to get that, machine aluminium direct drive kind of pedal. And so that was something that a lot of people would aspire to, and the fastest drummers out there were using them. So people just associated the fact that it was a direct drive with the fact that it was fast. And the reality is, those super fast drummers were playing it because of the fact that it's a machine CNC aluminium super lightweight high precision pedal. So you could have stuck a chain on there and half of those drummers would still be playing those pedals. So forget speed for now. That's not why you would choose either direct drive or strap drive. They are both insanely quick, and for me, I was kind of shocked at just how lightning fast the strap felt because I've been a direct drive player for probably the last 10 years or so. So if we've already established that one isn't faster than the other, then we go into the next area, which is efficiency. Which one is going to transfer that energy that I'm putting into the pedal the most efficiently so that I have to put in less energy to get the drum played. Now, in terms of efficiency, think of it this way. When Dennis designed these pedals, they were designed as strap drive pedals with a direct drive option, not direct drive pedals with a strap drive option. And the reason for that is not personal preference. It's that Dennis wanted to make the most efficient pedal possible. And no matter how many people it winds up, that means strap drive. Now, I'm not saying that the direct drive isn't efficient. It is, and it's super smooth and a real joy to play. But the reality is that even on a direct drive, you still have to have moving parts in order to link that solid metal link to moving parts of the pedal. With a strap drive, it flexes. There's no point of friction where anything has to turn or, rotate. The reality is, these pedals are made to such a high standard, you won't feel that one is faster or smoother. You'll just feel that they both feel different. Now, in terms of what I get out of these two drives, the strap drive is super light. It's very easy to play. You can dial it in heavier, and to me, if you want a heavier feeling pedal, the easiest thing to do is just change the beater. And with these pedals, they come with beater weights that you can remove, and you can get heavier heads for felt and wood as well that will change that. The direct drive can feel incredibly light. I'd say that's the more extreme feeling of the two. You can go from light as a feather to really powerful to the point that you think, oh no, am I going to break my drum head? But in its kind of standard stock setting, the direct drive is actually slightly heavier feeling, slightly more chain-like. Very powerful, very punchy, and very quick and responsive, but does take that little bit more effort to play. I like having the two options because I do switch back and forth every now and again. I'm never happy. I'm gear obsessed. And in all honesty, if I hadn't bought a Darwin FTW pedal, chances are I'd already be on my next double pedal again, because I get bored easily. With the Darwins, that hasn't happened. But if I want something different, I just adjust it into a different feeling pedal. Now, one thing that I completely forgot to mention in my previous video, and I very nearly forgot in this one, is the symmetrical design of the pedals. Now, anyone that looks at it can see that it's symmetrical, but I mean really symmetrical. If you buy two single pedals, you don't get the same pedal twice. You get a right pedal and a left pedal. With these pedals being a one pillar design, the pillar has to be on a side. It can't be down the middle. Otherwise it would be where the beater hits, and your beater would hit off center, like other pedals. That means that the direct drive can be set to insane extremes, because of the fact that it's never going to make contact with any other part of the pedal. If I set my direct drive at a really extreme angle and then I were to pull the beater back, eventually that direct drive is going to knock into the pedal and it's going to stop movement. With this, the direct drive can go beyond the pedal because of the fact that on the right hand pedal, the pillar is on the left, and on the left hand pedal, the pillar is on the right. Okay, so let's talk about how you would change the pedal from a direct drive to a strap drive. Now, the first thing I always do, whether it's direct drive or strap drive, is I disconnect the drive from the foot plate. So with a direct drive, you go to the screw underneath the foot plate, undo it, and that will disconnect the drive from that. Keep the screw, put it back in the drive system so that you don't lose it. Next, undo the drive system from the top of the cam. Again, you just undo the screw, it'll pop off. Now you've got your cam and your foot plate separate. Undo the small grub screw on the underneath of the cam that holds the cam in place. That'll allow you to loosen and undo the top of the cam. Grab your strap drive, and it'll already have a screw fitted in the top half of the strap. That's to go into the back of the cam to attach this to your cam system. Screw that in a fair way, get it into position, and then drop the cam back into the pedal, making sure that the groove in the screw lines up with the cam. Once that's in, get the cam to the position that you like it and put the screw back in underneath the cam to hold that in place. And with the screw already in the bottom of the strap drive, thread that into the channel that's recessed into the top of the foot plate. Now, this is the way that I do it. I'll drop the nut into the top of that channel of the foot plate and hold it with my finger, and then I'll meet it with my other hand and just start to screw it up. Once it's in place, tighten it up and you're good to go. To go from a strap drive to a direct drive, it's exactly the same idea. Lift up the foot plate and undo the screw that's connecting the strap to the bottom of it. Make sure that you hold onto the screw and the nut so that you don't lose them. For me, I keep them on the strap drive. Do them up, keep it safe. Next, you want to undo the screw that's underneath the bottom of the cam system. Take it out completely so that the cam's free. And then start to undo the cam screw that's on the strap as if you were to open up the cam. That'll get it nice and loose, and you can just lift the top of the cam right off the pedal. Now grab the spare screw that comes with the direct drive kit and start to put it into the cam. Do that up a little way, put the cam back on the pedal, again making sure that the screw grooves fit in the channel in the cam. Put the small screw that holds the cam in place back underneath the cam to connect it all up, and then grab your direct drive system and attach the top of it to the side of the cam. Now with this cam you actually have two different placement options. You can put it at the far forward one, which is its natural state, or a little bit further back if you want to experiment with some more extreme feeling. Once you've connected the direct drive system, it should be swinging freely from the cam. So lift up the footplate and put the top of the direct drive on top of the footplate. Now that will sit in that channel that we previously put the nut for the strap drive. Now grab the screw that's going to go into the bottom of the direct drive, put it underneath the pedal and meet the top of the direct drive part and screw it up. Now you can experiment adjusting this by bringing the bottom part of the direct drive either closer to the toe or further back towards the heel of the pedal. That's going to dramatically change the throw and the overall feel and speed of the pedal. You can then also make use of the split cam by opening up the cam to really exaggerate that. You can have this thing so that the direct drive is almost horizontal. It's ridiculous. If it throws off the footboard height too much, then this direct drive actually has a height adjustment built within the linkage. So you just loosen the screw, get the footboard to the height that you like, and tighten the screw back up.
100 years ago, the planet fate was sealed. A spell passed from history, so that nothing was revealed. But this a prophecy for just what made to be a mighty warrior to save us all, but no one knows all through this man through me. This is the land of Asia.
So there we go, we've got direct drives and strap drives. In my opinion, neither one is better. It's all down to personal preference, as I've said throughout this video. For me, I enjoy the lightness, the quick response, and the smooth feeling of the strap drive. I also really enjoy experimenting with the direct drive. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're told when I upload more videos. And if you haven't yet, please check out the previous videos on these pedals, because all the adjustments that I talk about will make a lot more sense.